motorcycle maven and working class hero Jesse James.
I'm here to represent blue-collar America.
You're working with one of my favorite brands, Chicken of the Sea.
In addition, you'll create a 30-second radio commercial for Chicken of the Sea. Tomorrow, you'll present both your jingle and your radio commercial to us.
There are two equal parts in this. One is the song, and one is the commercial. And I think we should be able to lay down the commercial now.
Okay.
Enough.
Well, I was calling as soon as he's ready.
Well, then let's stop that for a second and give us 15 minutes on the commercial.
Okay, well,
we
told him.
Insane that we're not doing the commercial.
Clint's only going to do what Clint wants to do.
But I think you should explain it. This is two parts. This is not one part.
He's fully aware of that.
Till Clint gets in, are you done? Because we need 15 minutes in there.
Till Clint gets in.
Till Clint gets in. Then let's go and do it while we're waiting for Clint to get in. Okay, enough. Hands off. Clint, we have to try the other commercial, too.
Yeah, just keep the chords as strummed.
Clint is very music-oriented, so he would like to do the music first. But I am very sleep-oriented. For me to wait while you do all the music,
I know.
to do the commercial at the end,
Yeah, you could go home.
I would rather do the commercial at the beginning and then go home when you could do the music.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. And we're rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time once again for Did You Know? Did you know?
That Chicken of the Sea tuna swims so fast it's naturally 99% fat-free.
Did you know?
That Chicken of the Sea tuna can reduce the risk of heart disease by as much as 44%.
I did not know that.
It's penny-wise and dollar-smart. Good for your thighs and great for your heart.
We got it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get started setting up the mix.
Okay.
It's clever.
Yes.
I think we've got a lot of energy in the commercial, which, by the way, we did in 2 takes.
Did you know?
You know what the pros were? You know what the cons? We're not going to go through a long scenario. The fact is that the executives really liked the job that Annie and Brandy did.
No!
Clint, you're fired. Congratulations. You're in the Final Four. Not easy. But it's not over yet. Because tonight I'm going to fire 2 more people. Now, you're going to be interviewed by Piers Morgan. How about Jesse?
Well, everyone assumes he's great, but he hasn't brought a dime in, despite being married to one of the richest and most successful movie stars in the world. Sandra Bullock could have married any man in the world. She married him.
Not me.
Apart from you, Mr.
I don't
Trump.
think you either.
But she chose him, so he must have a lot more than he's showing us. He must have. Hi, Jesse.
How you doing, Piers?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Come and sit down. So, Jesse, of all the contestants, you're the one that confounds me the most. I can't work you out. What are you in this show for?
Honestly, I think to prove that, like, regular working class people can achieve the same things as someone with a suit.
But you don't lead a working class lifestyle. I mean, you're married to a very famous movie star. I mean, you obviously have a glamorous life.
Surprisingly, I live a pretty regular life. You know, I just happen to have a wife that does the job she does, and
See,
she
I
works.
mean, you must be a pretty special guy, because you landed Sandra Bullock, one of the most desirable women in the world. So there's clearly a lot more that goes on inside your head and your personality than you're prepared to unveil to the world. But you want to win, right?
I want to win.
But you won't call up rich, famous friends and ask them for cash. I mean, is the movie world a bit tight? Are they mean? Are you irritated by the assumption from people like me that you should hammer your wife for money?
I keep my life with me and my wife, my life with me and my wife. You know, and that's just the way it is.
But this is for charity.
I understand that. I've been busting my ass.
That's a
You know,
different thing.
I've been doing my job and a lot of other people's, carrying a lot of weight.
But primarily, this show is about raising money for charity.
I don't think so. I think primarily it's about getting a job done and not interfighting with your own teammates. You know, if you finish a task and you win, guess what? You don't get fired.
When he looked at me when I was challenging him about his wife not giving money, he wanted to kill me with his bare hands. And I would like to see some of that passion and aggression that's clearly there come to the fore in the game.
We're both waiting.
Everybody's waiting. Whoever does get to the final deserves to get there because they will have gone through one of the toughest things that any human being should ever go through.
Piers, if you had to pick 2 of the 4, who would you pick? So, Jesse, let me ask you this question. Are you holding back?
Oh,
Have you been holding back?
in respect to what?
Everything. You're a very hard guy to figure.
I'm not a salesman. You know, I don't like to talk and tell everybody how great I am. I'd rather just lead by example and work the hardest.
But you really have been so low-key, so under the radar.
I think you're judging by just what you see in the boardroom. You know, I'm not low-key, and I'm a leader, and I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Do you agree with that, Joe?
And I think, you know...
He has a company with 500 employees.
It's true. Jesse, what does it mean to you to be in the final 2? Without being cool, Jesse. You know, just like, what does it mean? Straight.
A lot. You know, I think these are both women, but they're professional women, and I have a blue-collar background and still work a blue-collar job. And to me, it just, you know...
Jesse. Now, Jesse, we have a little problem with Piers because he was not a big fan of yours. He was a fan of Joan's. He was a fan of Annie's. What do you think he's not seeing in you?
Maybe it just comes down to politicking. You know, I just want to work hard and do a good job. You know, as far as raising money and fundraising tasks, why would I raise all the money that I could have on the first task? You know, why would I show people that I'm a strong fundraiser right at the beginning?
Jesse, are you saving your big knockout punch maybe for the finals? Are you going to bring your wife? You're married to one of the biggest movie stars in the world. Are you going to bring her to the final 2? I mean, just to see, like, she'll be great, everyone will go crazy, it's your wife, and maybe you win and you raise a lot of money for charity. Would you do that, or would you rather keep her out of it?
I don't know. I don't, you know.
Well, you have to act pretty quickly because it's going on rapidly.
You know, it's definitely a possibility. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
But what do you think of this guy, Annie? Does it bother you that Jesse hasn't raised any money?
That does bother me, because if he does have the capability of raising a lot of money, I personally think that every single charity is important, not just your own. And the charities are important whether it's for you to win or not.
But also from a game strategy standpoint, if you save all of your ammunition, there may be a situation in which you never get to use it.
Now, I will say this, that Piers couldn't figure you out. He didn't get it. Now, I think probably it takes a long time, Annie, to figure this guy out.
Yeah.
And Sandra Bullock figured you out, and I think she did a great job. I think she made a great choice. But Piers didn't like the fact that you could have raised a lot of money and you didn't. And, I mean, in one way, I respect that you haven't used your wife. In another way, it's a little disappointing that you haven't brought her in, and, you know, it is for charity. So in one way, I'm a little bit disappointed. And I have a feeling that even if you are in the final 2, you probably wouldn't. So, Jesse, you're fired. Great job.
Yeah. Thanks.
Really great job.
Thanks, man. Nice meeting you.
Okay, nice seeing you. Next year. Take care of yourself.
See you, Bunga.
Jesse, good job.
See you. Oh,
Jesse.
see you guys.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Bye.
I'll speak to you again.
Bye. You know, I wanted to come do a good job and show what I could do, and, you know, I think I accomplished that. It is pretty cool that just some welder from Long Beach can come and do well at something like this, and I don't think anybody would expect I would do well, even Donald Trump.